Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, that can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
All right, for our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic black man. He's the maker. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, back with a special episode. I got my guy here, man, aka Ja, aka Mookie, man. We got my Mookie in the house. What's going on, man?
Hey man, what's good, family? But how everybody doing, man?
Oh, man. Hold on one second. Let me drop the link for my brother Deb. Hold on. What you think about? Did you see this? Kind of see that interview with Floyd on It Is What It Is, man?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it actually. Wow, what happened?
Floyd was just saying that, a lot of young fighters, he don't understand where they get saying he's jealous, and he had a famous quote, "Jealous of what?" I'm just wondering, man. You always hear people say Floyd is jealous. I wonder where that comes from, man. What you think?
Floyd, he been a proud villain for so many years, and it's only right but for people to try to find something to hate about him when they don't even know him. So I mean, shit, man. Hey,
I get what you're saying. I just salute to my brother Dub, man. I think the thing with Floyd is I feel like he get so much hate, man. I just don't understand why people hate him. What you think? What you think, Dub? Why you think people hate Floyd so much, man?
Man, I think people dislike Floyd, and I'll tell you, I'm a huge Floyd fan inside the ring, right? I love Floyd, the fighter. Floyd, the person. That's the problem. And in my opinion, the reason I ain't a fan of Floyd as the promoter, you know what I'm saying, Floyd the person, is because look what he does. Just look at how he moves, you know what I'm saying? And when you look at how what he's done with the stable of fighters that he's had, he ain't outside of Tank Davis. Who has he done? Who has he done anything for? Who has he helped? I mean, and when you in Floyd's position, especially in boxing, you know what I mean. An individual who have the relationship he have with Al Heyman, and we understand how Al Heyman how he has tried to help fighters out. I think he has, and so when you have what Floyd is doing right now toward young fighters, when you have a Tank Davis out there and Floyd comes out and outside of him moving Tank accordingly, you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, he comes out criticizing. When it's Shakur, when it's Devin, even Ryan Garcia, outside of him, Floyd helping Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney, Floyd ain't never helped Ryan. He ain't never helped a man. And I think that the problem is, and the issue is, a lot of people, when you have that power in boxing, because boxing, it's a small community, you know what I'm saying? And when you're as big as Floyd is, then we're looking for you to especially with you being the fighter that you were, but then also showing the quote unquote green print, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
looking for the healthy fighters, but then you look at a Jaleel Hackett, you look at a Badu Jack, you know what I'm saying? You look at the different individual who done been under Africa Hitchens. You look at the different individual who done been under him, under his promotion,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't get fights. They not active, but all of us, and hence the reason that they leave them. And so I think the quote unquote hate or the dislike of Floyd, it comes not from him, the fighter. It comes from
Mm-hmm.
him, the promoter, and him, the person, because he not helping individuals the way I think he has the opportunity to help these individuals.
Well, I'll ask you this, just to kind of play devil's advocate, and I'll ask you this too, John. I mean, if you think about it, Floyd really didn't get a lot of help early on. His uncle, the Great Black Mamba, Roger Mayweather, was a good fighter, champion, but he didn't really. I wouldn't say he kind of helped assist Floyd's career. I think really Floyd, in a way, kind of got lucky meeting Al Heyman. And I think when you hear Floyd talk, it's like it's that Midwest attitude where I think you have a hard time letting it go, where it's all about me. And I just ask you, when you say it about Floyd, what do you want him to do if nobody did it for him? That could be for either one of you guys. I guess
I
what do
mean,
you want Floyd to do?
even though,
Oh, my bad. I'll
Go
let y'all
ahead,
go.
John.
Go
no,
ahead.
no, go, because he asked you first. Go.
Okay, well, the thing is I understand what you're saying, him not getting help, but one of the things, and correct me if I'm wrong, individuals who had to do it and struggle, right? A lot of
Mhm.
times we look at them and say, okay, you struggled to get here. You help the next generation then, right? You got to help the next generation. Regardless of the struggle you went through, everybody ain't going to do it the same way you did it. And
Mhm.
so even if you don't help them, don't shit on them. Don't shit on them. You
That's
feel
a
me?
good point.
And so I think that's the median that we're in right now. And hey, yeah, I agree with you. Floyd didn't have help like that, and luckily he did meet Al Heyman and was able to become his own promoter as well, and really move his career accordingly and give the green print to these guys. The thing is, when you see people following it, you know what I'm saying, then support them. You know what I mean? Don't go out there and shit on these young fighters. You ain't fighting none of them no more. And at the end of the day, BBO, you said it perfectly. You have the mentality, the Midwest mentality. According to you, it's about
Mhm.
me. It's about me. And at some point in time, it, I look at today. It ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of what I do, me and you, BVO, we done had conversations about it. We had a conversation yesterday about this. It
Mhm.
ain't a. It's more about my son than me, and I gotta help. I have an obligation to help others. Why? Because I didn't have shit given to me, but I do have means and opportunities now. And if I have that opportunity to help somebody out, then that's what I want to do. Why? Because hey, you ain't got to have it as tough as me. Why? Because I'm gonna try my best to help you. You feel me? I'm gonna put you on the right path, and that's what I look for from Floyd. It just seems like he's not mature enough to really do those type of things, in my opinion.
Go ahead, John.
Well, that's a great take. I like, wow. Hey, dog, I'm have to agree with you. That's a real wow.
I would just say to kind of give you guys an idea into the Midwest mentality. These are just facts I'm giving you. That they might not be the most flattering. The Midwest invented dissing the dead. Um, I mean, even when I was a kid, I remember people dissing the dead. That's just something that happens in the Midwest. The Midwest is also where you find people who, whenever they get a piece of money, they try to do something goofy with it. You heard about Big Baby Anderson,
My God.
having weapons. You heard about,
Running from the
uh,
police. My God.
yeah, you heard about Adrian Bronner, you know, throwing money in Walmart. You heard about Adrian Bronner making, OnlyFans tapes and stuff. It's just I can't explain it to you, but I think in the Midwest we have a decency issue, and I think you being from the South, y'all being from the East Coast, you guys are from places where brothers help each other. Well, here, no one helps each other. So, I mean, think about it. We got the biggest star in the world in Floyd Mayweather. And does he have a gym in Michigan? No. Does Floyd ever come to Michigan? No. Does Floyd ever come to Ohio? Because if you in Grand Rapids or Detroit, you're gonna be in Cleveland because that's just 3 hours away.
Agreed.
No. And if you listen to the music that you hear out of Detroit, which would be the popular Midwest music or Chicago,
Chicago,
it just
Chicago as well. Go ahead,
yeah,
my
it,
bad.
it, it just reflects how people in the Midwest are taught to. It's all about me. So I think in a way, Floyd is only kind of keeping up what he's been taught. And
But
I'll
it's
just
a
ask you.
demented
Go
it's a
ahead.
demented mentality. It's a demented mentality to do something like that. And even though you've been taught something, even
Right.
though that's how you've been taught, when you get to a certain level, there are times you got to take a step back and say, okay, the majority of people, individuals, don't get this level. You know what I mean? Which is that's a fact. The
For sure.
majority of individuals don't get to Floyd's level, and I agree. Hard work and dedication. That's one of the things, the statements that I love about Floyd. Whenever he
Hmm.
was working out, what he always said, he had the whole team saying it.
Yeah.
Hard work and dedication. And so I agree with that, and I think he did. I think he is the prime example of hard work and dedication, coming from nothing and really making a name for yourself. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
I give him credit for that. At the same time, we've always said, regardless of who you were, when you made it to a certain level, man, extend that arm and pull another individual up. Don't tear him down. And the problem that I have with Floyd is that a lot of times what we end up seeing from him, especially when he has interviews and those type of things, what is he doing? Tearing people down. Even when he gets on and say, well, when he throws up the 3 pounds, and you know me, I ain't gonna criticize the 3 pounds for Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia because Devin got paid for that, according to Bill and Devin. They got paid for that, so I'm not criticizing it. But when
Hmm.
you sit here and say, well, this is how you win. You come in overweight, you come up, and then you get on camera and you throw those 3 pounds up. Come on, bro. That's as demented as it gets. You telling an individual, man, fuck the weight, right? Don't worry about the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Don't be a true. When did Floyd ever miss weight? Floyd didn't miss weight. Floyd
Hmm.
always made weight. Is that am I correct about that?
That's correct.
And so while we now when and the interesting thing about it when it comes to Devin, and you know I'm biased because and I always tell y'all I'm biased when it comes to Devin. I'm biased. So take my point of view with a grain of salt when it comes to him. When it comes to Devin, this man grew up in your gym. He came up in your gym, bro. He was trained by Roger. Well, more or less Floyd Senior and Jeff, but Roger was also there. You don't work with this man, but because and according to Floyd, this is according to Floyd. According to him, you helped Ryan because you had a problem with Bill. This is crazy. Is this what we doing?
I think that I
And the
think
help and the help wasn't in the ring. It was man, come hey 3 pounds, come in 3 pounds overweight. According to Floyd and Ryan, according to them. And who
yeah.
who says that? Who says fuck the game of boxing and don't do it the right way, man? Miss weight and just go beat his ass by missing weight. Do it that way. That I mean that's demented to me. That's demented.
Well, let me give a breaking news. I just got a text. Tim Zoo has just left the fight with the great Virgil Ortiz Jr. He
He
said he
ducking.
can't spar, so the
Oh
fight
man.
is
He
the fight is
ducking.
officially canceled.
Oh,
So that's
he done ducked Virgil.
yeah, Virgil's a monster, man.
Man,
But
Virgil is I agree with that. Virgil is a monster. I like Virgil.
I think what you're saying, and I ask you this, Joe. When you in the amateurs, um, you've been in the amateurs a while. Do you see like the Africas? What's the one dude? Chris Colbert. Do you see those guys helping out? The shoes. Do those guys come help you guys? The guys and the other amateurs coming up or no?
Yes, it's a few of them. You gotta be a few but their ego is so high that they don't lose contact with they soul and reality, you know. But Chris Colbert, he's a perfect example, you know. But that's why he's at where he's at, you know what I'm saying? But I'll say that to his face, you know. He's
Yeah.
a piece of number two.
Bruh, Ja, real quick. Ja, you from New York, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy because you're not the first New Yorker. And when I say New York, a New Yorker boxer, you know what I'm saying? And I'm from
Hmm.
Georgia, so I don't know Chris Colbert like that. I don't know him. But I mean, I know him as far as boxing go, but I don't know him like y'all probably know him, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
you one of you probably the third individual from New York as far as boxers go that have told me this nigga is a piece of shit, bro. He's a piece of shit.
Bro, he is.
Respectfully.
One
That's
one time I
interesting.
met him. Hey yo, I met him at the Ringmasters, I would say 2 years ago. And he was in the lobby. I guess he was getting a drink and he looked way out of shape. I'm talking about belly poking out his shirt. So, you know, I see him, I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I started walking up to him. And, you know, I'm not being aggressive. I said, yo, champ. But he looked at me and straight shrugged me off. So I just stood there and
Salute,
stared at him.
Doctor.
My friend came and pulled me away and
What
just
up,
said,
Jay?
just leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? And like, who you think you are, bro?
You gotta remember this too, John. I'll be honest. I'm 6'5", man. When I seen you, look pretty scary, man. And I'm just being real, man. You look pretty scary in real life.
Hey man, hey Joe, what weight you fight at?
156,
How tall are you?
6 foot,
Arm reach?
arm reach. I don't
If you
know
if
that.
you had to guess, you probably don't know your arm reach, but if you had to guess,
If
He,
I
he's
take,
he's
say it
the
again.
I'm
exact same size as Jamal Charlo.
Okay.
Exact same size. Exact same
Okay.
size.
Eh,
if for me, if for me, I'll let L BVO but tell you more because you know he got like that third point of view of me.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about, just think of a skinny, muscular Jamal, sorry,
skinny, skinny
Jamal.
muscular, skinny
But you
muscular.
know the dudes that's skinny but really muscular,
Yeah.
real
I know.
vascular. I don't
I
know if
know
that's the
exactly
right
what you mean.
term.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
As far as body frame
yeah,
goes. So my
yeah.
thing is though, at the end of the day, man, even and you should. I think, in my opinion, you should look for somebody like a Chris Colbert, a Shushu Carrington, those individuals, especially those individuals from New York. You know what I'm saying, man?
Right.
They should be trying to help the youth. They should be trying to help the up and coming, the amateurs. They should be trying to help them. Why? Because we got to keep this sport going. And the only way when it comes to basketball, I know basketball better than I know boxing. I
Right.
played basketball, and one of the things I always said is that, man, I don't give a damn who you is. If you wanna, if you think I got a good game, same way. If I think you got a good game, I'm trying to figure out what you do to perfect your game. You know what I mean?
Salute, Juan. Que pasa?
You got to impart the knowledge. You got to impart that knowledge, and that's the point I think Floyd misses. Is I don't think he's trying to impart knowledge on the people the way when Floyd came up with with the green print,
Uh-huh.
right? Anybody following that anybody following that, he should be trying. He'd be like, hey man, look, okay, this is what goes on. And maybe, like I said, maybe because him and Bill have something going on, going more back to Devin than anything, but maybe because they have something going on, he gonna look at it a little different. But even when him and Bill was sitting there arguing with each other, you know, one thing he said,
What's
I ain't got
that?
no problem with Devin. I ain't got no Devin is my guy. Devin is my
Yeah.
guy. And so if Devin is your guy, you know what I mean? Then why are you sitting here telling Ryan to come in 3 pounds overweight for the fight? Why would you do that?
Well, I gotta say this. That I think the thing that you probably not understanding, and this to give you an idea, and this is probably a little bit overboard, but I like to explain things to a T. When you talk about people in Chicago, Ohio, Kentucky, Michigan, these are the blacks that left Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana, Florida,
Georgia,
Arkansas,
Georgia,
Georgia. These are the people who left. And if you think about it, those people, when you hear about the Great Flight, those people were pretty selfish, man. They left home. They just picked up and left. I mean, they just picked up and left. So when you talk about people picking up and leaving, of course, you know, like when you hear people in Baltimore, you hear people in Chicago, they still have that country swing that you heard from the South. And it's been generations and generations, and they still have it. And I think what you got is that selfish mentality has kind of just been, you know, almost ingrained in a lot of people in the Midwest, to where all they do is care about themselves. And another thing, what I would say too, to what y'all was speaking on, it's going to be tough for a guy like you, y'all, because you got to remember you don't do no dick riding. And I hate to say this, but a lot of guys, even Floyd, if you're not dick riding, he don't want you around. When have you
But
ever?
how demented
What?
is it? Just think about what you just said, BVO.
Yeah, it's the
And
truth though.
but just think about it. I gotta be a dick rider to even get support from. No. I don't give a damn how good you are in basketball, nigga. You don't have to tell me I'm good ever. You don't, man. Never go look at anything I did. But what I want to give you, I want to impart the knowledge that I have. Why? Because that's historically speaking, the
Hmm.
way that the human population has always been able to level up is by taking the wisdom from the elders and then moving forward and upgrading and not making some mistakes, right? And so, why wouldn't you like? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense because even now, Floyd, you can go fight whoever you want to fight, and
Right.
you still gonna make a bag. You're gonna make a bag, but because these people didn't sign, even Tank Davis, you see this man shitting on Tank Davis right now, and I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, Tank made you as a promoter. Tank that made you the biggest bag you done made as a promoter. Tank did that, but now you're gonna shit on him?
I
It
mean,
doesn't make sense. It doesn't
it
make sense.
it makes sense, man, because I think and I get it because you're from the South, man. What I'm talking about doesn't exist where you are. Um, I can honestly tell you this. Now, say what people say what they want about Atlanta. Atlanta's been on top for almost 20 plus. You know, it's about to be 25, almost 30 years. Atlanta's been on top.
I ain't from
And
Atlanta. I'm not from
but no,
Atlanta.
no, no. I'm not talking. I'm just saying in your general area. I know you're from rural Georgia, but I'm just I'm speaking of Atlanta in general because that's what everybody might know Atlanta. I can't think of a time I ever heard two Atlanta rappers go on at it except maybe Ti and Shorty Low. Because whenever there's a disagreement in the South, brothers can come together. And I think with Floyd, and I've always known this about Floyd, if you're not going to dick ride, Floyd doesn't have a place for you. And I think when Tank was young and coming up, he did a lot of dick riding. So when he got his own money, got his own friends, of course he wasn't the same little man that he wanted. And I think Floyd wants you to always be his little man. And we also got to put the onus on the fighters too. You're not Floyd. You can't live like Floyd either. So when you see Floyd with the big Rolls Royces, the 30 plus cars, 30 homes, whatever he was saying on the It Is What It Is interview, you're not guaranteed to live like Floyd either. And I think we gotta just be totally honest about that.
Right.
So
Hey,
I
I
think
gotta tell you,
go ahead.
I gotta go. I gotta go watch the and I gotta finish my recap on Bill interview on It Is What It Is podcast, but I'm gonna do a recap of Floyd as well because I agree with you. I agree. The problem is this though. At some point in time, you have to, especially when your money is correct, then you
Yeah.
elevate above these things, right? You elevate above them. And the problem is that I have is it don't seem like Floyd is elevating the way that his money, or according to him, the money that he's made, he's not elevating accordingly because he's still sitting here trying to make himself the face of boxing. When brother, you find it, you don't even fight professional anymore. You fight exhibitions against niggas you done already beat. This is what's going on. I ain't got no problem with you doing it. I ain't got no problem with you getting the money. I'm just saying, man, why aren't you helping the individuals that's below you? You should be helping these people, and that's my problem. And a Tank that when I seen what he said about Tank and Shakur,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like, hold on, wait a minute.
It
Now
was weird.
Leonard Ellerby gonna come back, and this always said, Leonard Ellaby, we got to give praise to Leonard Ellaby. Why? Because Leonard Ellaby was the one who really was able to keep the relationship going there. Leonard Ellaby
Yeah.
was the guy. You know what I'm saying? He was the one who was able to keep the relationship going between Tank and Floyd. And even now, you know what I'm saying? Leonard Ellaby can come out and talk and talk for Tank to some degree, understanding that, hey,
Shout out
even
Josh.
though I'm, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just shouting out Josh. Keep going. My bad.
Shout out to Josh, man. All I'm saying is it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And for Floyd doing what he's doing right now, shitting on fighters, ain't no way he should talk negative about any fighter. Ain't no way. And the reason being is because you reach the highest level. When you reach the highest level, everybody is beneath you. Why would you talk negative about somebody beneath you? You don't do that. What you do is you know what you say? At worst. Hey man, let them do what they're gonna do. Hopefully they get to the level that I'm at and then move on. But that's not what Floyd does. What Floyd does is that he goes in and he starts chaos. And you be sitting here watching this shit. I'm like, bruh, it's a bad look for boxing. My God. It's demented.
I'll
It's
ask you this
demented.
though. I'll ask you this too, Josh. So and I kind of get your personality. We kind of hung out a little bit. Do you kind of see it tough because you don't necessarily have like that? I don't know how I can't explain no other way, but make it extreme. But because you don't have that, get along game. You don't play the get along game. Do you think that hurts you sometimes when it comes to boxing?
Um, I mean, in this sport, when you coming up, and and from what I've seen, even with myself,
Yeah,
if you're good, they're gonna get behind you. Simple. It don't
yeah,
matter your attitude. It don't matter about how you is. But if you're good, the right person is always gonna get behind you.
yeah. And I'll ask you this too. Where you at right now is kind of like a hotbed for boxing. That Ringmasters, I don't know if you heard about that, Dub, but that Ringmasters is producing some of the best fighters on the
What
East
hold on,
Coast.
hold on, real quick. What is ring I haven't heard about it. So break it down. What is
Oh, tell them
ringmasters?
about it, Joe. Go ahead. Tell them about the Ringmasters.
Respect and I say that respectfully.
Ringmasters is like it's like another version of Golden Gloves. But we
So
just have the tournament. We fight, but every other week. I mean, every other week. Um, and then the finals, we fight in Madison Square Garden inside the Hulu theaters. You know, packed, but always a full house. Um, and
so
yeah,
so so, so basically it's trying to find the best.
yeah, it's a tournament.
Yeah,
I ain't
you
got
got
no problem with it. We need that. We want to see the best fighters. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't the best. We
Shushu came out of that. Jermaine Ortiz, Teofimo Lopez. Um, did I say Shushu? What's the guy? Chris Colbert.
In Africa.
Berlinga came out of the early
but
version of
but
it.
but the problem comes when you were able to elevate to the next level from it, but you're not giving credence and showing respect to that league. And I say this respectfully. I follow all these guys. I
Yeah,
follow boxing BVO. And the problem is I ain't never heard none of them talk about ringmasters. Why not? Speak
that's a
on it.
good point.
Bring that up. Bring that up. Elevate the young up and coming fighters, and that's not what we're seeing. And in my opinion, I think Floyd is the head of it right now. I think he's the head of us not promoting the younger guys. And it's interesting to me when I watch, even now, when we have a fight that's made with H2O. I don't want to say the brother name the wrong way, but H2O versus Kid Austin. When we have that fight made, I think that's a hell of a fight. Two young fighters getting in the ring. I think both of them at the top of their game right now.
Yeah,
I think they both can be better than what they are, but for them to get in the ring right now, that's what I want to see. I ain't got no problem with it. But it's not even being promoted. People not talking about this fight. And these are the problems I have with boxing because at the end of the day, man, hey, I love boxing and I love that individual combat. You know what I'm saying? That you got to, and boxing is different from the UFC. I don't like mixed martial arts nearly as much as boxing. The reason being is because uh, I think it. I think for you to utilize your hands,
Hmm.
right, to win a fight versus all these other type of things, I think it's special when you utilize your hands. I think that's the specialness in it. And so I don't like how these individuals have made it to the upper echelon, but they not bringing the man pull these other guys up with you. One of the reasons Devin Haney, right? When we talk about Devin, one of the reasons I rock with him is because you look at who he's trying to pull up. You look at Amari Jones, right? Amari Jones is moving forward and coming up in the rankings. If you go look at I always fuck the brother name, and he from New York too. What's the brother name? Shamar.
Shamar is really good.
He can fight, bro.
Shamar is really good. He might
And
be
he
better than Devin, man. That was
long as hell. Now his pants be crooked. His pants be crooked than a motherfucker. I'd be like, bro, get your shorts right. But long as hell can box. Understands the game, man. This is what we need. You got to bring these young guys up. And so when I'm talking to a brother like Ja, I'm looking for somebody to come in and say, okay, we see what you're doing. We want to help you move to the next level. And that's the problem. We don't have that in boxing. Niggas not man, when you football, basketball, it don't matter. You know what a lot of these guys do, and I know Anthony Edwards. The man got he got a basketball what is it called? Not a tournament,
a
a
camp.
camp. He got a
Yeah,
basketball camp for the youth on a regular basis in Georgia. You feel me?
yeah.
What we need, you got to give back because even though and maybe nobody helped you, but you needed that help and you wanted that help when you was a kid. Now you may have had to do it off of hard work, but imagine what some of the other kids can do if they do have the help. You got to be that. You got to be that bridge when you make it, in my opinion.
When I
And
was
that
a kid, and I got to meet Orlando Pace. Um, he's a I don't know if people know him. Big time. He's Super Bowl champion with the
hey,
Rams
shout
in
out to Orlando
2000.
Pace, man. Shout
And
out to Orlando Pace.
when I seen Orlando Pace, I knew that football could be real for me. Um, but I will say this too to kind of speak to because John, I know you know Africa. Everybody know Africa. I
Yeah.
think the thing people don't understand is when you see a guy like Africa on TV or you see a guy like Chris Colbert, they don't necessarily have the money that you think they have. So um they might make promises and say stuff and really, really mean to do it, but necessarily don't have what you think they have. And I think that's what happens a lot too, where people think you got money or they think you got the bag because you flash and crazy, but I think a lot of people don't have like I know a lot of people have said the same thing you said about Chris Colbert, but Chris doesn't have the money he acts like he has, and Chris is not what you think he is. Chris is really um I don't want to call him a gatekeeper, but Chris is just a young gatekeeper. Chris is really not special. You know what I'm saying? So it's only so much he can do, John. And I think that's what you got to remember too. A lot of people want to do more and they can't because they necessarily don't have the funds. Like I had a buddy tell me, shout out to Iceman Scully. He was telling me that, hold on one second, Drew. Oh shoot, RIP to Drew Gooden. Drew Gooden just lost his life tonight. Um, Former NBA player for the Cavs. But I'll say, I'll say the thing is, people like I heard a lot of trainers say, Africa train
Hold on, real
women.
quick. Hold on, you said Drew
Yeah,
Gooden
Drew
passed?
Gooden. Yeah, he just passed. Yep, I
Man,
just seen it just popped on people
R.I.P. to
picture.
Drew Gooden, man. Hey, Drew Gooden, I fought with Drew Gooden, man. I fought with him.
Yeah, my man with the duck tail when he was with the Cavs.
Yeah,
Um,
hey. One of the a dog at Power Forward, man. He a dog there, man. Shout out to Drew Gooden, man. He a dog.
he really was. And I see what I was saying just to kind of give you an idea. What and I say this honestly because people don't have what they say they have, and they don't have what they look like they have. And I've heard a lot of people talk about how Africa moves and does things. he don't have the money people think he got, Ja. And I think it's hard to understand that when somebody got a Rolex on or they got the certain clothes on. It a lot of that stuff can be given to them or even rented. I don't think people understand. People rent designer and rent clothes all the time, and they don't have what you think they have. And so when they come up to you, you be like, "All I want you to do is show me a little love," but they probably feel like, "Well, he probably another person that wants something from me, and I can't give him nothing." And I think that's just what you see because I've heard people say Chris Colbert is cool. And then I've heard people say he's a POS. And I think it's because the people that say he's cool, those are the people he only can help so many, and I think people be forgetting that everybody can't do it. And I'll tell you this because I believe in Ja. I think too, Ja, and it's probably something you probably never thought about. At some point, you might have to leave New York. You might have to go to Philadelphia, um, which is right down the road. You might have to go to Jersey. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you have to leave your pond to see if you can really swim. But that's just some advice that I had to learn. But I think what Floyd is doing, it's sad because Roy Jones didn't do that. We had Reggie Sweet Johnson. Reggie Sweet Johnson said whenever he needed something from Roy opened up his gym. Same thing with Evander Holyfield. Whatever people needed. One of my favorite fighters, Muhammad Ali.
And
Go ahead.
Evander Daddy went broke doing that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Um, he, hey, Evander. Um, people
You
don't
was on
realize
Muhammad
that.
Ali. You was on Muhammad Ali. My bad.
No, people don't realize that when Muhammad Ali was dead broke, Joe Frazier paid his bills, and that was the guy he talked about like a dog. So it's just I don't know. It's sometimes when you help people, you get people like Ali who talk about you like a dog anyway. So it's like then you get people who say, I ain't gonna help nobody. And I think when Badu Jack didn't go the way that Floyd thought it should go, I really believe a lot of people are kind of paying the consequence because he could never do enough for Badu Jack. You know what I'm saying? Without Badu Jack cussing you, I don't know if you remember how Badu Jack used to cuss Floyd out. It he could never do enough. You know what I'm saying? So
But the problem is it ain't just Badu, and I agree with you to some degree. I understand the Badu Jack situation, but Badu Jack just started talking crazy like that until he wasn't getting the fights, and he wasn't even being he wasn't even active. That was the problem with him. He wasn't active. Same reason when we look at Jaleel Hackett, I think Jaleel Hackett is a fantastic fighter. You know what I mean? And so, but he got to leave Floyd. Why he got to leave? Because he not getting the fights. And at the end of the day, when you a prospect, when you coming up in the game, you need act. You got to be active. When you look over at Top Rank, one of the things I give Top Rank credit for is that they keep their fighters active, especially their young fighters. They keep the young fighter. They keep them young guys active. When you look at somebody who, what's the brother name, man? God,
Keyshawn, Xander Zayas, it's a bunch
not
of them.
see you and that, but hold on, man, Abdullah Mason.
Abdullah
Abdullah,
Mason, yep.
the man had 4 fights in 1 year. That's what you need as a young up and coming fighter. You need fights to acclimate yourself to the professional division. And the thing is regardless of how you what we want to say with Floyd, they not gonna do that. The only reason Tank Davis was as successful as Tank is because, in my opinion, Floyd said it himself. What Floyd said? He got a little bit of Floyd in him, a little bit of Mike Tyson in him. A little. It what Floyd said, and I think
Yeah,
because of the fighting style, you know what I'm saying. That's why he was able to stay active and become the starter he is. But at the same time, what did he have to do? I got to separate myself from Floyd and say I'm taking control of my career. Why?
yeah,
Why is everybody separating themselves from Floyd? The reason is because he's not doing what's best for the fighters. He's doing what's best for himself. And at some point in time, it has to be called out. The same way I would call Eddie Hearn out. The same way I'm gonna call Bob Arum out. Same way I'm gonna call what's the nigga with Queensberry Frank Warren out.
Frank
Same
Warren.
way I'm gonna call Al Heyman out. I'm gonna call the niggas out who are controlling and making the fights if they not keeping individuals active. We watched. and I said, you know, I get long-winded, BBO. I apologize, but
All as
uh,
well.
uh, um, we watched Jerron Ennis. The man was over there signed with Cameron Duncan. Cameron
Yeah.
Duncan passed away. This man got to go through who knows a court case just to get out the damn contract, and then goes and sign with Eddie Hearn. Why? Because at least he can get fights over there. That's the whole point. You got to stay active, even if when you get to a certain level. Okay, you fight twice a year. All right, we got it. We understand. But at the same time, Jerron Ennis, he wouldn't even fight twice a year. The
No, he
nigga was
wasn't.
fight. My God, and I think he's special. So I mean, that's what it really comes down to. People criticize Bud Crawford. Now you know me. I pick EJ to beat Bud, but at the
Right.
same time, I'll sit here and say, shit, I ain't mad at how Bud moved, and the reason I ain't mad is because, yeah, uh, uh, um, when he moved from when he left Top Rank, it started being a year and a half in between his fights and shit. When he was at Top Rank kept him active early in his career. They kept him active. And so,
They at
my
least
thing
tried
is,
to.
and my thing is, if my promoter is trying to keep me active, then I ain't got no problem with it. But when it comes to these year layoffs and all this other kind of shit, especially when you start to become a bigger name, no, nigga, I
Mhm.
need fights. I need fights, and the reason I need fights is I got first off, I need to get paid. But the second thing is, for me to get better, nigga, I gotta fight. You can only get better in the ring. You don't get better. I mean, you do get better training and those type of things, but in the ring experience is second to none. So I gotta keep you active if I'm a promoter, and that's the problem. Floyd, he hasn't showed the ability to be able to do that with any of his fighters, and it's so interesting when he comes out and say, "Well, if you're fighting with Floyd, you're fighting with Al Hammond. If you're fighting with Al Hammond, you're fighting with Floyd." Well, okay. The problem is with that is that Al Hammond and the PBC, they ain't kept their younger fighters. They ain't kept them active the way they need to be active. Right now, in my opinion, I look at somebody and we saw the Erison Lubin versus what's the Mexican brother?
Ramos.
Ramos, Jesus Ramos. I'm a big fan of Jesus Ramos. I thought he won the fight,
He was
but
robbed.
I agree with that. At the
Yeah.
same time, y'all not keeping the man active. He should be as active as Xander Zayas is. Xander Zayas fight at least 2 times a year, at least, at
At
least,
least.
at least.
Let me ask you this, Jock. Let me ask you this: when you see cats from your neighborhood, and I'm seeing it from your neighborhood as well, making it, does that kind of like let you know who you were signed with once the opportunity does pop up when you do go pro?
I don't ever look at it like that.
How do you
You
look at it?
know, it's more as I don't really like help. I'm real worried because like I don't know. I wouldn't look at it like that. He did his thing. He made it. I'm gonna continue with supporting him, but just like how I supported him prior to his success. Um, for me, but I ain't gonna look for no handout. For me, but I'm gonna get on my grind and bust my ass.
Now, let me ask you this, John. Let me ask you this, and I ain't saying you live for a handout. My question is this: at this current moment, you're still an amateur, correct?
Right?
But you think you got the skill set to become a big dog in the sport of boxing, correct?
Yeah.
Now the question becomes: can you do it by yourself, or are you going to need somebody to give you that lip, that handout, or not necessarily handout, but extend their hand and pull you up? Can you do it yourself, or do you need somebody to pull you up? What's your thoughts on it?
You know. Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna need some type of assistance for coming up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. But as
And
far as
but that's the problem. And Floyd and the individual, they can give that assistance to an individual like yourself. You know what I
right,
mean? And even though you'll sit here and say, "Well, hey, I got to be a dog in the ring." This man, everybody who fight think they got to. You got to be a dog regardless to be good at boxing. You got to be. That's a fact. You got to be a dog regardless. The thing is when are you presented the opportunity, and why aren't you given as an amateur, right? Why aren't you given more opportunities? And any even when I moved to corporate America, I came out of I worked at Best Buy, got a communications degree, moved to corporate America. Nigga, I
Right.
needed a hand up, nigga. I needed a hand up. Why? Because I couldn't just establish myself by my damn self. The reason being is because uh, I'm trying to jump on with different corporations, right? And so I need somebody to reach out. And luckily for me, I had those opportunities. But at the same time, in boxing, if they're not going to give those opportunities, what the fuck did you do all of what you did to become who you are and not give back? Why did you do it? Just for money, for
What I
popularity?
would say, and this is the God's honest truth, Joe. I kind of know how you think about it. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. I think that even your coach will probably tell you this, which I think, and this is my opinion. I'm not speaking on your coach in particular. I think listening to the coach is good and bad because I would say, from me just knowing you where you at right now, um, I think going pro would be the way to go, right? And if you can find a promoter or someone that can help you get to that whatever that level may be, the thing you got to understand is you're going to sign a bad deal coming out the gate. You're going to sign a bad deal coming out the gate. Terrence Crawford did. Be honest with you, Terrence Crawford would have moved the welterweight right away if it wasn't for him showing improving a little bit before he got to top rank, and top rank let him grow into what he became. And what I'm saying, one of the guys I love, people don't know about this guy named Tevin Farmer. I think Tevin Farmer kind of was like how you were. He wanted to do a lot of things
Shout
on
out to
his
Tev.
own.
Shout out to
And
Tev,
Tevin
man.
Farmer
Yo,
lost a lot of early fights he shouldn't have lost, and took fights he probably shouldn't have took because he was trying to do things on his own. And when he got to Eddie Hearn, it kind of was a little bit too little too late almost, even though he became a great fighting champion, losing to JoJo Diaz at 126, I believe. Um, what I would say is when it comes down to it, man, just pray and understand that you're gonna get your ass handed to you on the first contract. You're young enough to outlive it. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about there might be an opportunity for you. Honestly, this is not me saying it because you my dog. There's a real opportunity for you to have a piece of the middleweight crown at one point.
But
If
but but
if if
BTO,
you if you if you are careful what you do, there's an opportunity for you to have a piece of the middleweight crown. And I'm not saying that to gas you up. I'm saying that that's what I see at the end of the tunnel. I'm not saying that's you right now. I'm not saying that's you tomorrow. I'm saying the talent says that you can be some type of middleweight champion.
but
So
BVO, real
go
quick,
ahead.
I
BVO.
appreciate that.
But
Go
this
ahead.
is the problem. What you just described is the music industry. This
That's
is what
life
you
though.
just
That's life though.
hold on.
Go
But
ahead.
we've seen individuals say, you know what, I'm not taking the 360 deal. I'm not gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to do it on my own. And we've seen very talented individuals not make it because they didn't want to take the 360 deal. My point is this: at what point are we gonna sit here and say, bro, stop taking advantage of these people? Stop it, man. If you
Never,
believe,
but never. But see, this the thing you gotta remember, Doug. This the thing you gotta remember. If you see somebody, okay, give you example. One thing about me and you, we both have been in management most of our career. When you're a manager, you got to be able to see the full picture and the full scope of things if you want to be a good manager. So if I'm Ja and I know my talent set not and I say not what you are now, but your talent says you can have a piece of the middleweight crown. That's how good your talent say you can be. This is not me being, oh, you're going to be undisputed, you're going to have all the belts. I'm saying the talent says if you work at it, you can be a middleweight champion. If I know that, whatever I got to sign to get started, I'm gonna do it. And I think you gotta understand that you're gonna get beat down. I mean, okay, when Ali, you know why Ali got with why Ali found Bob Arum, because he want to get away from the Kentucky boys. when he wanted to get away from the Kentucky boys, he found a Jewish lawyer named Bob Arum and made Bob Arum pretty much his personal assistant. So him, Hubert Muhammad, these are not things BBO's making up. These are things you can look up in your books.
No, these are
He
facts.
grabbed
These
he
are facts.
grabbed
These are facts.
Bob Arum, Herbert Muhammad, and they created what you call a top rank. And
Agreed.
what they were and what Bob Arum was able to do was help him facilitate his breakaway from the Kentucky boys. And when Ali got tired of Bob Arum, what did he do? He found some kid from Cleveland, young kid named Don King, and said, you know
Only in
what, hey,
only in America. Only in
and
America.
said, you know what, hey Don, I want you to be my promoter. And Don did a charity hospital back in the 70s. They used to have free hospitals everywhere. And Ali came to the exhibition and made enough money to keep the free hospital open. And what you're seeing, this could go so different, many different ways. Is that Ali had bad contract and he tried to make his own way, and he still got screwed. He went broke 3 times, y'all. And I'm saying that as a young fighter, you cannot be scared to lose some money. This a piece of something is better than a piece of nothing, bro. That's a fact. If for instance, like I know you had an injury, if that injury heals, there's a good chance that you're going to be a middleweight champion. Because just like in basketball, Dub will tell you this: if you're going to the NBA, there's a good chance if your talent says you're going to the NBA, you're probably going to go. It's just how it goes, man. There was a kid, Sean Livingston,
One of the
no,
best.
not Sean Livingston, Josh
Hey,
Livingston.
hey,
Sorry, Chris Livingston. Sorry, Chris Livingston.
no,
Chris
Sean.
Livingston.
I don't
No,
know
I'm
Chris.
talking. I'm talking about a player from here. Chris Livingston.
I don't know him.
Chris Livingston had a bunch of stuff going on. His talent so they can go to the NBA. Right now, he playing with the Milwaukee Bucks. Went to Kentucky. It didn't go like he thought it would, but guess what? His talent put him in the NBA. So what I'm saying is, if you got the talent, sometimes you can't be scared to give a slice to the cake because a piece of something is better than a whole bunch of nothing. And that's just the God's honest truth. So that's just my advice. But I'll say that, and I'll say this about Floyd, and I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna give it back to you guys. Floyd doesn't owe anybody anything, and what happens with Floyd is so flamboyant. People want to be Floyd. Bottle Jack wanted to be Floyd. He can't be Floyd. Same thing with Ashley. He wanted to be Floyd. Floyd, good, bad, or indifferent, he stunt so hard that he got these guys not understanding that he really broke his neck to get where he's at. He really worked hard. He really took it the long way, and I think that's just what you're dealing with. But go ahead, Devin. My bad. I didn't mean to be so long winded. Go ahead.
Go
He
ahead,
was
Josh.
just he was just spitting facts, damn, I appreciate it. Damn, I appreciate everything you said just now, and that mean a lot. You
The
know,
thing
because
is, is this though, and I ain't disagreeing with BVO at all. I do. Hey, you got to work hard for it. At the same time, when you become a promoter, right?
Hmm.
You have a Badu Jack. Badu Jack, respectfully, the man went out and won a lot of fights that, in my opinion, I thought he possibly could have lost, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
But he went out and he won a lot of. He done beat the majority. I mean, yeah, he done lost. He done lost, but he beat the majority of guys. He still was never promoted well. And same thing. Even the only person that Floyd has ever promoted well is Tank Davis. Outside and Tank once again. Listen to Floyd. Floyd, he broke it down perfectly. You got a little bit of me. You got a little bit of Mike Tyson. Who I think he said Sugar Ray as well, I believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah, absolutely. But this is a generational talent. The problem is you got a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that still are out there fighting right now that are great fighters. And so now instead of and now you shitting those fighters. I don't understand it, man. I don't see. It's never a point. It's almost like this, BBO. You brought it up earlier, me and you. how we done been managers, right?
Yeah.
How can I go shit on my employees? I can't. The reason I can't do it is because I need y'all. And in this situation, what Floyd is doing,
But to be devil's advocate, Dub, we seen guys shit on the employees religiously.
say it again.
We've seen other managers, because I'm sure you, like me, been a part of a bigger management team. We've seen people be lazy and shit on their employees.
But this is the thing though. I've also seen them shit on their employees, although they're lazy. They shit on their employees, and then that individual comes to my
Felicia,
team. They come to my team, and guess what happened when they come to my team?
they
I,
do
I
what?
was I was put in a position. I put this on everything I love. One of the reasons my manager, I had no clue what this department did. Right, I had no clue about it. Never worked with them. Nothing. They said we're gonna make you the manager over here. I'm like, damn, I don't know nothing about these folks. Get what they said. Hold on. Get what my manager told me. Sharon Cochran. Get what she said. The only reason the work is struggling is because it's low morale over there. It's low morale.
Yeah.
And one thing that I'm able to do, and of course, this is what she said. She said, I'm putting you over there because I know you're going to bring morale up over there. And that's going to fix the issues we have as far as what's going on, as far as the work goes. Because I'm a rah rah guy. Nigga, if you
For
work
sure.
for me, if you work for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to work for you. And my team has any team I've ever had has always understood that nigga, hey, if you make me look good, nigga, we finna be out here partying, nigga. We finna have a good time. We're gonna make sure we do it the right way. But
Right.
the work comes first. But after the work, we gonna do it how we do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when I joined that team, they were at the current moment of time, and you know when you hit the percentages and those things like that, that it was 37%. They was at 37% as far as hitting the percentages they supposed to hit. 37. When I got over there, the next year, you know what we ended up at? 92%. Why? It, I didn't. They knew the job way better than I knew the job. It's not about knowing the job; it's about knowing people, and I know how to motivate people. You feel me? And so when I got over there and then I sit here and boost the shit, what they gonna do? Well, hey, well, we got this shit over here that's broke. We need you to go over here and boost this. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I rock with this team right now. I'm rocking with my team right now. We doing good over here. Well, but
Yeah.
we need your. And this is the thing. It's about motivating people and understanding people in any business that you deal in, especially when it comes to promoting anything outside of actually getting in the ring, being on the court, doing the actual work. Outside of that, as a manager, as a promoter, as an individual, you have to know how to motivate individuals. And the problem is what Floyd is doing right now is tearing people down. It's the exact opposite of what I would do as a manager. And I'm sitting here looking, and I was like, bro, give me individuals. Hey, y'all may never hear of Dub Brightside. Y'all might not ever hear about me, but I guarantee I will promote and be able to put on for the talent that I have under my tutelage. I can promote and show the value of my talent, and that's what Floyd struggles at. That's what he struggles at, promoting and showing the value of his talent.
You
You know
know
what I'm
what I
saying?
think, but what else it is too? Floyd
Talk to
just have too much goddamn money. You know, like Floyd, like Floyd don't touch a Billy. You know, he traveling, he doing his thing. He poke his head in the box when he feel like it. You know, he just probably, it's the same thing that Conor McGregor do. You know, like they just have too much money. So they just be trying to make more money right now. And if Florida could find with somebody who could elevate him as well, that's when he bring them along. But if you can't elevate him or you have a possibility of making him look bad, he don't want no ties with you because he's Floyd. He's all about himself. But
you
like,
said it perfectly. He got too much money to even be to even look that way. Why would when you're at the top, when you're at the top, why would you look at it as anything else than? And this is just my perspective. Why would you look at it as anything else than no? I want to help this individual become what I am. I want to uplift these guys. I ain't gonna be shitting on. I have no reason to shit on anybody. The reason I don't have a only time. First off, I ain't me personally. I ain't shitting on nobody regardless because shit, whatever you do is what you do. You feel me? That's on you.
Right.
But at the same time, if I am at the upper echelon, why wouldn't I be looking to lift guys and bring guys with me and build my stable accordingly? That's not what Floyd does, and I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it.
I think the thing you got to remember, and this is just fair advice, and I think that you got to understand that Floyd, especially when it comes to boxing, he has such a negative attitude about it. Floyd was so angry, man, about boxing. He shaved his head bald and grew a goatee and started playing the villain. That's so much. That's how frustrated he was with boxing. When Floyd was blowing kisses to the fans and doing all that, people don't hear about the trials and tribulations he went through as Pretty Boy. He never got.
Wearing sombreros, coming out with the Mexican style. Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, he
yeah. Go
just
ahead.
he never really got embraced. And just to speak about what you're saying, you talking about a societal issue where people don't want to help the next man. Um, that's not uncommon in the American culture. I get what you mean on what you would do, but we see each and every day where we got 1% of people have all the money, and you got people starving to death around these different places, or we send the money to Israel for them to bomb poor people. Well, we got
Mm,
people here who need food. It's
mm,
just it's just a world problem. And what I would say is with Floyd, like you said, Floyd got too much money, but see, Floyd is a prime example of what happens when a man doesn't settle down. When you're not settled down at a certain age, I mean, that's going against what God has for you, man. I hate to bring that into it, but when
Preach,
when you in when
preach,
you in
baby
your
girl.
when you in your late 40s and you're not settled down to anybody, I mean,
You done missed the boat. You done missed the boat.
what I'm saying is, I think that has something to do to it too, man. Having someone to ground you or keep you, I don't know. I think Floyd's missing that. I really do. Sometimes when you
No,
got a
you're
good
right.
a good wife with you or a good girl, I'm not saying you got to be married. If he had a good girlfriend with him, he would let him know that he's being a selfish prick. Anytime he with a
Floyd,
good woman, she gonna let you know
Floyd,
what you're not
Floyd
doing.
got six girlfriends, six of them.
I'm not talking about the girls that he paid for. I'm talking about the one. I'm talking about somebody that really love him.
Hey, hey. Why he ain't being prosecuted? Why he ain't Trump being prosecuted? My bad. I'm out of order. I'm out of order.
You know, and it's the thing I'll tell you, John. It's the God's honest truth, bro. When it comes to a certain age, any real man will tell you, man, at some point you gotta settle down, bro. When you don't settle down, you get stuff like what's going on with Drake, where you get nerds like Kendrick Lamar saying stuff that he knows not true. And really having a good wife or a good partner or a good, I ain't even gonna say wife, having a good girl around you, man, it'll let you know when you're being selfish. Who's there to check Floyd? Nobody. Who's gonna tell Floyd he's wrong? Nobody. When you got a good woman on your side, and Dub, you can attest to this, she'll tell you, hey, you being a jerk. You being a butthole. You're not being
Fact.
a, you could do better than this. You could do better than that. And what you're seeing with Floyd, there's no empathy because there's no woman in his life that's telling him what he got to do better at.
This is
He
this is
really, he really
this,
went
this,
on. He really went on. It is what it is, and just showed that he's the same selfish asshole he's always been. Same thing with Cameron. I love Cam. I love Cam. But has Cam changed at all? No, it's all
hell
about
no,
Cam.
hell no. It's a hey,
But what do you
no,
see with
no,
Mace? What do
no,
you see with
no.
Mace? Change.
Cam got a lot of respect for Mace now. He got respect for Mace, and
And,
he should have because Mace was special. Mace was special, in
and
my
what and
opinion.
what does Mace show you? Mace shows you what happens when you have a girlfriend or somebody on your side to let you know when you're not a compass, because
Mace
women help
one
you get that empathy.
but this is the thing. So
Uh-huh.
I disagree with you, BVO, because it's not just there, in my opinion, and I think you would
Yeah,
agree with this. It is, yeah, yeah. You got to have a woman who rocks with you, but if even if you don't have that, when you have kids,
yeah,
Mm.
one of the things that saved my son saved my life, and I've told him this. I'll tell anybody this. My son saved my life. Why? Because once he was born, I figured out that I can't do the shit I've been doing. I can't do the shit. If I
yeah,
do this shit, then I may not be able to rock with him. And BVO will tell you, me and BVO have we done had multiple conversations, and BVO will tell you he know how I rock with my son. My son
right.
is with his mom right now. The reason he with his mom, and God bless him, stay with your mama for this whole summer, cause I need the time off. But at the same time, when it's school time, when it's real shit going on, who he rocking with? He rocking with me. Why? Because I'm gonna be there for you, and that's important to me. You see what I'm saying? And so my thing is that I think that the money has corrupted Floyd so bad that he don't even see what's important no more. I don't think he sees it. When Bill Haney and him got to arguing, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things I thought was so interesting, which I thought it was a bad look for Bill.
Uh-huh.
Bill brought up being the father, right?
Right.
Saying that, and he said, well, Bill, according to Bill, he's still in the quote unquote streets. Not
Yeah.
in the streets as far as selling dope or anything
I know
like
what
that,
you mean.
but I'm in here, and when I see the Mayweather kids out here, according to Bill, I'm
Yeah.
telling them, no, nigga, these are Mayweather's kids, nigga. Y'all, nah, y'all can't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them at all. Floyd sat there and said, when Bill said, you know what Floyd said?
What's that?
Well, after when kids get grown, you got to let them do what they're gonna do. No, wait a minute. No,
Man, that's
I
some
mean,
old school
I'm
love right
always
there, man.
hold on.
That's
I'm
that.
always gonna be a father. I'm always gonna be a father. I don't give a damn how old my son is. I'm gonna be a father. And anytime I can provide that type of guidance to you, I'm gonna do it. Bill is sitting here telling Floyd that, and I think this is the thing that pissed Floyd off the most. He was like, "Bro, your kids out here now, and they looking for you, and I'm the one out here saying, no, these are Mayweather kids." That stood out to me. The reason
but
it
they
stood out
grown,
because
yeah. They grown.
I don't give a fuck how. So what you telling me? And BB, I'm gonna ask you directly.
Yeah.
What you telling me is that um I don't know. I don't know your exact age. I believe you're probably 32, 34, somewhere in there.
Yeah. 34. Yep.
Oh, you
And
young as
so,
fuck.
well, hey, I'm 35. So all I'm saying
Damn, you sound old as hell.
look, man, I was raised by old people, man. Nigga, I grew up with Big Mom. I grew up with
Yeah.
old folks. So, hey, I got an old soul. But at the end of the day, my thing is when they told you something, you stood on that.
Yeah.
And then you will never, you're never to, even today. My aunt Claire can call me today. Aunt Claire is my grandma's sister. Uncle John, they could call me today. I gotta answer the phone first off. If I don't answer the phone, I gotta call them back. And
Yeah.
they can tell me whatever the fuck they want to tell me. The reason they can do it is because it's gonna, in my opinion, they trying to help me. You feel me? It come from
That's
that
the
old
only
school
way.
mentality, and a lot of these dudes don't have old school mentality the way we have it. And so I don't think Floyd has that old school mentality in him. He
We
not
gotta
looking
remember,
at.
and this is the thing you gotta remember off Floyd. And see this thing, I don't like to talk about people's family, but I gotta speak on this in the fact of Roger, not Roger. I
Shout
mean, I
out,
didn't mean to say Roger.
shout out to
Floyd
the Black
Senior,
Mamba. Shout out to the Black Mamba.
rest in peace to the Black Mamba. Floyd Senior never did nothing that didn't benefit him. And you talk about him going to jail. You talk about him having a boxing career. The reason Floyd Senior's boxing
Him training Oscar against. We got
against
to.
yeah, but the reason you know why people don't understand the only reason Floyd Senior didn't do better as an amateur is because he was obsessed with being a street nigga.
He was a hood
He
nigga.
he got hit in his foot and lost a piece of his foot, running them street. The whole reason why he uses the shoulder roll, job, people don't realize that wasn't no skill that he learned. He wanted to continue his career with a piece of his foot missing. That's why he did the shoulder roll.
Nigga didn't have no. He couldn't move around the fucking ring.
He couldn't
Respectfully,
move anymore.
Well, that's
respectfully.
So
crazy.
he needed the shoulder roll to continue it. And back then it was called a Philly show.
But
He
but
learned a
but
Philly
but
show.
but Roger used the shoulder roll as well, and both of them could fight. Both of them could fight.
Yeah,
You got to give credit. They I ain't gonna say Hall of Famers, but both of them could definitely fight, bro.
it's
If you
pretty
go look
good.
at
They both was
they,
pretty
they,
good.
not even they were fantastic fighters.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm
And
just saying in general.
we're getting the slugfest. We're getting the slugfest with your ass.
Yeah, they
You know what
coming
I'm
forward, especially Roger. The Black Mamba was coming forward. What I'm
saying? Yeah, he
basically saying
gonna
is,
fight your ass.
a lot of times, people don't have understanding of what's really important, and they don't understand how important the next generation is, and that's what you're getting. Um, you're gonna get a guy like a Colbert when he come in the gym be a dick. You're gonna have Africa be a dick when he's in the gym. And it's because that's all they ever seen. Um, Come on, man. I'm gonna be honest. When you talk about East New York or Brownsville, how many people say hello when you walk past them, John? Just to be totally honest. I mean, how many people are friendly? They're not. I was on a train. Hey, I was on a train in East New York, Dub, and this old lady was staring at me, right? And instead of saying hello, how you doing? She was like, "What you doing on this train?" As if I had to ask her to ride the train to East New York.
Right.
So
Hey,
what I'm
BBO,
good.
real quick, BBO. And you know what's so crazy? My partner, man.
Yeah.
The individual I golf with. If y'all don't know, I love golf. Right?
Uh-huh.
Ain't worth a damn. I'll tell y'all the truth. I ain't worth a damn. I ain't worth a damn. But I love playing. I love playing. And my golf partner, the nigga is from New York.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy? Nigga,
What's up?
me and him, we'll go to courses and shit. And I done golf with this nigga for 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
We'll go to courses, and you know me, I'm from the country. So when I see people, I say, "What's up?" Is that whatever? The nigga he said, "Bruh, you just talk to everybody, bruh. Why the fuck you be talking to these folks?" And I be like, "Bruh, if I make eye contact with you, if I make eye contact with you, I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna speak to you. It is what it is." And you know what the nigga said? He said, "Bruh, you my dog. You my guy. You my guy. You
Yeah.
wouldn't survive in New York because niggas be trying to fight you for saying what's up." And I'm thinking to myself,
No, that,
I'm like, bruh, this is what we do in the country. When I make
Yeah.
eye contact with you, when I see you, I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna be like, salute, family. It ain't nothing personal. I ain't got nothing against. It ain't. I'm just saying hello. But
man, you
in New York, it's totally different. And the nigga Ant told me, he said, "Bro, if you come," and I gotta go to New York with my brother. But he said, if you come to New York, man, niggas gonna be looking at you crazy as hell for saying what's up. For saying what's up, they gonna be looking at me crazy for that. He was like, "Yep, exactly." I said, "Damn, that's crazy. Dude. I don't even understand it." But that's the difference in where we grow up at. It is what it is. Go ahead, John. I apologize for being long winded. My bad.
nah, you good, but nah, but you right though. Like we so hostile over here. Like you can't even say yo, it was up a certain way, a certain tone, because if you say that, if you gonna get P rolled, you feel me? Like like that's nasty out here. But as far as Africa, you know that I never got that vibe from him, even when we sparred and everything. But he was but calling everybody, all his sparring partners, bitches and shit, while beating the shit out of him. But he ain't do that with me. And we talked after, you know what I'm saying? But I met him prior to that. But
Well,
I
Ja,
think
you're a
at the
dangerous man, dude. I
ringmasters,
don't think you understand that, bro. Ain't too many dudes gonna say that to you, bro. I mean, if I'm 6'5" and say, you know what, I got a healthy respect. You think a dude who's smaller than you not? I mean, see, Ja's funny, man. If you seen him, dog, you be like, you just know, not like you're scared of them, but you just know, like, okay, I'm gonna have to end him. I'm not gonna be able to tussle with him. I gotta get something to hit him in the head.
Bro, BVO, the same way you look at when it come to boxers, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest. I'm gonna fuck all y'all. I'm gonna fuck boxers up, and the reason I'm gonna fuck boxers up because hell, according to y'all, I'm a super heavyweight. I'm super heavyweight. You feel me? 6'5", 275.
right.
Nigga, I'm gonna put. I ain't trying to fight your ass. I'm gonna grab your ass and beat the shit out you on the ground. That's what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, my
You gotta be
thing
able
is,
to grab him though, Dub. That's the thing you missing. If this the thing I'll tell you about
I
boxing.
still hold, BB. I still got hands. I
I
still
know this
got
is what I'm.
hands.
No, this is what I'm saying. This thing I'm saying, and I seen this up close with my cousin. One time he was, and this is a regular Golden Gloves boxer. No, nothing crazy, just a regular Golden Gloves boxer. He went to grab dude, and dude hit him with the meanest 3-piece I ever seen. And when he threw the uppercut and hit my cousin, and my cousin went down, there was no way to grab him because you got to. This is somebody who know how to move them hands. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it sound good. The
That no
best you
no
can
that,
hope to
that no no
do.
no 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 no. You talking about when you, listen. You talking about with gloves on?
No, I'm not talking about with gloves. I'm talking about regular. I'm talking about it was an argument. Dudes got heated. It got heated, and the boxer beat my cousin to death. And
Okay.
the best thing I'm trying to tell you, this is what I seen. If you about to fight a boxer, the best thing to do is grab their hands and say, "Hey, you're gonna knock me out, but when I get up, I'm gonna hurt you bad."
I ain't give you the chance to land them punches. I'm not gonna give you the chance
Did
to
you
land
Yo,
them
did you did
damn
you hear the
punches.
Dub,
story? Did you hear the
Dub,
story of
Dub,
Joe? Did you hear
Dub.
the? Go ahead. Go ahead. My
Yo,
head. Go ahead. My
Dub.
bad, Joe. Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Joe.
go
Go ahead.
ahead,
Brother,
go ahead, go ahead, bro.
that do not matter. I'm telling you, size and all that. I don't put niggas out who's twice the size of me with a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the size don't really mean nothing. If you know how to fight and know how to throw a punch, that will probably be the difference maker. But if size is just cute, like it was just cute to look at. Like
That nigga said it's cute. That nigga said cute.
I mean, you gotta remember this is the thing. This thing you gotta remember. You gotta remember this, Dub. Zab Judah was knocking out niggas our size.
No,
No. I'm not even being funny. I'm telling
no,
you
no, no, no,
what I
no, no,
saw.
no. I understand. In the
What I'm
street,
saying
bro,
is, go ahead.
you got hands, bro. I understand it. I understand it. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, man, and my thing is now, I ain't even trying to fight your ass. Matter of fact, I'm the first individual trying to calm the situation down. That's me. But at the same time, yeah, okay, you can have hands.
Yeah.
Fuck your hands, nigga. Hey, you better knock me out with the first or second punch. Because if you don't knock me out with that, I'm gonna grab the fuck out your ass, and then I'm gonna start putting using the weight on you. And nigga, hey,
See
the
that I'm
history
trying
shows
to tell. I'm trying to tell you, Dub.
the history shows success. And so, hey,
You'll be like Meek Mills. You'll be like Meek Mills, man. This the thing I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I'll
When
be like
when
Pete Mills. Hold on,
when Gary,
I don't even know what that
listen what
means.
I'm saying. Not on
Hold on, hold on.
everything, Dub.
Hold on. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'll be like,
When
what does that mean?
Gary Antoine Russell at the tank fight was going back and forth with Meek Mills, and it got heated. And Gary Antoine said something that I knew only a boxer would say. You're gonna go to sleep.
Mr.
He
Gary
blinked.
or Mr. Gary
Gary
or
Antoine. Gary Antoine.
okay,
That's the
I got
bigger one. He said
you.
if you
140,
keep
140.
if you keep talking, you're going night night. And I'm trying to tell you, man, when it comes to these boxers, these are some of the most dangerous dudes on the planet. And
Man,
I'm not saying
I
it
I
to
I
stick ride. I'm not saying
I
it
I,
to
I, I watched Devin Haney be on the podcast with I don't even know the brother name.
you
Shout out
talking
to
about
the brother.
the big white dude.
Yeah.
Devin
And
would
he
beat
was
him to
like,
death.
hey,
Devin,
hold on. Bro was like, Devin was like, hey man, if you want to rush me and grab me, you're gonna have to take these hands first. I, 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 I can't disagree with it. I can't disagree with it. I can't disagree
Hey,
with it.
and Dub, that dude was shorter than us, around our weight, in shape.
Yeah, yeah.
He
And
was
he
every
bigger
he
than the
was every
motherfucker.
bit of 260. He was every bit of 260,
And he a goddamn bodybuilder and a weightlifter, nigga.
and he
Not
was about
like
to go to bed. I mean, it's the thing you gotta understand, man. It's only one group of it's only two group of people that you don't want to mess with. Anybody that's in combat sports, you don't want to bother, because
facts.
one of my favorite stories, I'm sure everybody's heard it, but Roy Jones came to knock out Fat Joe, and Fat Joe had a line that even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. So so somehow
Lean back.
so
Lean back.
somehow yeah so somehow Roy Jones, and you can look this up. This is on the internet. This is on the Dan Lebatard show, and somehow Roy
Shout out to
Jones appeared.
shout out to Dan Libertard, man.
Shout out to
And,
Dan
and, and,
Lebatard for sure.
and, and, and his father. And his father. Go ahead.
Oh, Poppy for sure. Definitely shout out to Poppy.
Hey,
But
Poppy crazy than a motherfucker, ain't he?
hey,
Go
when he
ahead.
should be singing the Migos songs, man, they used to have
That
me
should be
rolling, man.
funnier than a mother. That should be funny as shit. Go
But
ahead.
this is part. I'll be tell you this story real quick. The funny part was that Roy Jones slipped in somehow and found Fat Joe by himself. And the story that's so chilling about this was, and John, it's a true story. They had you know how Spanish niggas roll in New York. Fat Joe had 100 Spanish niggas right with him, and they all was weaponed up. And they said, Roy, you know those guys had weapons. And Roy said, I knew they was weaponed up.
Who cares?
I knew what it was. Who cares? Sometimes you gotta bring it to get it. And the part
And
that's and the part that was so crazy was Fat Joe was holding Roy's hands, begging for his life, saying, "Hey man, Roy, we know you can knock me out. These guys next door, they're not gonna fight you." And you know what Roy told him? As long as I get you, and that's a fighter talking to you. So that
when
means
I'm gonna be short on it, then I'm passing the job. When you when you come from the old school, nigga, and I say this respectfully, when you come from the old school, the thing is that man, I'm I'm an '88 baby. I'm an '88 baby.
yeah,
Niggas ain't never been trying to shoot each other. Hey,
no,
if you get your ass whooped, you get your ass whooped. It is
for
what it
sure.
is.
Yep.
And whether I'm rocking with you or if I'm not rocking with you, it don't matter. Nigga, I'm gonna let y'all handle that shit accordingly. And after it's over, it's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to pull on each other like that. And I think that's the country shit in me, but I don't know. Go ahead, John. I apologize. You know I'm long winded anyway. So go ahead, John. My
Now,
apologies.
so what you just said, you know what I'm saying, I could add on to it. You know, it was one time, I would say a few years ago, but I was working a summer youth job in in Gersh Park, and they do basketball tournaments and they have Lance Stevenson there and whatnot. My job was to make sure that nobody passed by the VIP gates. You know, it was about 4 or 5 guys, and they all older heads, way older than me. I could say that. And they started moving in. Saying we're trying to take the seats and whatnot. So now they talking to my coworker all crazy like. So now I come in, but I'm coming in on some respectful type time because I don't know them and they don't know me. So I'm like, excuse me, but you can't. He said, shut the fuck up. So now I'm like, okay. I smiled. You know what I'm saying? I say, yo, bro, you can't be doing that. Like, but you gotta chill. And then he threw the Frank at me. And then he flinched at me. I black slept him over the barricade. Doom, 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 doom. You feel me? But
Hey,
I slept him.
real quick, John. That nigga said I'm black. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Feel me? And then now while he slept over by the barricade, I took by the barricade and now we moved it. And then I started talking to him. I said, yo, come here. And then now he's starting to shake with me. He missed every single shot he threw, and he just on the ground was trying to hold on to my legs. Cops and the cops, but he let us fight. The whole park let us fight. Everybody let us squabble. From afterwards, he got up and he shook my hand. Yo, that I respect. For me, I respect stuff like that. And for me, he was an older head. For me, he had to be like but 37, 38. For me, but six
Yeah.
foot three, what I'm saying, lengthy.
And I ain't gonna lie, Joe, you beat me like that, I'm going to get my bat and I'm going to work. I'm just letting you know. If you beat,
Hey, if you, I ain't going to get a bat, nigga. I'm going to get the gun, nigga. Hey, fuck all that bullshit, nigga. Fuck all the bullshit, nigga. Hey, and it's different. It's different in the country. Cause down here, shit, I can stand my ground down in this motherfucker. I come
you,
to New York, probably shouldn't. I might not even be able to have a gun if I come to New York. So hey,
Hell no.
no, there is none. But this a funny thing. I'll say this, and then I'll get everybody last word. I got to talk to Brian Norman Sr. And Brian Norman Sr. told me something I'll never forget. He said he thought that his son was good in Atlanta until he brought him to Philadelphia. And
yeah,
when he brought him to Philadelphia, he
boots.
said Brian Norman Sr. The WBO champ Brian Norman Jr.
No. I got you. I got you.
Oh, okay.
I only reason I said boots when. Go ahead. Go ahead. I want you to
No,
finish,
what I'm
and
saying, no, they're
I'll
from
react to it.
Metro Atlanta. So,
I know where they. I know where they from. I know where they
oh,
from.
okay.
Nigga,
But
I'm from Atlanta. Oh, well, I'm from Georgia. Nigga, I know these niggas.
so when he was
I've been in the gym with these niggas. I've been in the gym. So
so he was basically saying that he thought his son was the cream of the crop, and then when he took his son up to New York and to Philly, he got some work put to him, and they talk about Jaleel Hackett, how him and Jaleel Hackett had some good battles, and I think the thing that you're seeing now in sports is sometimes you got to leave your surroundings to really get the best out of you. Um, and I think Brian Norman is a great example of that because if he would have just stayed in Atlanta, he probably never be
hey,
WBO champion right now.
real quick, one of
Mhm.
the greatest stories about Brian Norman, even when he went to so I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But the nigga said himself, he had anxiety when he would go to different areas and those type of things. And it was so interesting to me. I'm like, bro, so even when they went to spar with Boots,
Uh-huh.
B Norman, he said himself, not B Norman Senior, Junior. He was like, man, this nigga gave me work. He gave me some work that I wasn't even expecting. And then the next day, the nigga want to go out running, but it showed me that I gotta up my levels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta be that much more of a dog. And I picked against them in the Santillion fight. I thought Santillion would beat him,
Yeah.
but the man came out there and showed the dog that he is. You feel me? And I think all of what he's been working through, I think it all means something. And yeah, there are gonna be times where I got Boots beating him right now. I got Boots, but at the same time,
Oh
I
yeah.
do
Boots will
believe.
stop him. I mean, let's just be honest. Boots
Oh,
will stop him.
but the thing is, I do. The problem is Brian Norman is 23 years old. That he's still a young man. You know what I mean? And for him to be at the level that he's at this current age in time, shit, hey, it's room to grow. It's room to grow,
Yeah.
and I look forward to that growth. Same way when I would talk to my brother on the panel tonight, John. Hey,
Yeah.
I look forward to your growth. You know what I mean? Like you got so much room for growth. My nigga X, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look forward to the growth in y'all young fighters, man. And as a boxing fan, it's actually y'all don't even know this. I don't think y'all understand it, but it's a privilege to talk to y'all. And I always say, any chance I get, you know what I'm saying? I talk to X outside of YouTube, right? I don't respectfully, I don't talk to you outside of YouTube, but
Right.
any opportunity I get a chance to say, man, y'all got so much growth and so much room for growth. I just take it serious. Take it serious. You feel me? And as long as you keep doing that, I think. And hey, one day you might get your ass knocked out, but guess what? All my favorite fighters outside of Floyd Mayweather got a loss on their. They all got a loss. And guess what? It ain't no shade. It ain't no shade on you for losing. But
Hey, yo, Dub, hit
man,
me out.
but bite down, bro. Bite down. And definitely, man. I'll put my information in the back chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll put mine in the back
Yeah.
chat. But man, definitely, man, bite down on that shit. And anytime I can talk to you, bro, like just know, hey, I appreciate you for even jumping on the panel, for letting us know who you is. You know what I'm saying? And rocking the way you rock, bro. Like I
Damn, I
love that.
appreciate that.
I love that. And man, anyway, hey, I just dropped my number. I'm dropping it now. I'm dropping it now. Let me put it. I just dropped my number in the back chat. So man, hit me up. And any chance, uh, if if you don't want, if you just need to talk, if you best believe, nigga, I'll talk to you and I'll tell you the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't
I,
the most brilliant mind as far as boxing go. But damn it, I rock with who I rock with, and I definitely rock with you, bro. And so, hey, I rock with BVO, and BVO will tell you, the niggas in the chat, niggas, Kuro is in the chat right now. Man, niggas will tell you I rock how I rock, and man, I ain't got nothing but love and respect for you, and I hope you do great things, bro. So anytime, anytime you want to have a conversation, my number is in the link or in the back chat, man. Hit me up, and we can definitely rock, man. Cause hey, all I can give you is advice, but you gonna have to be the one to put the work in, and I'm gonna be on your helmet about you putting the work in the same way I'm on my son helmet about him putting the work in, right? And my
right.
son is 9. He 9. But I'm on this helmet. I'm on this helmet. Why I'm on this helmet? 'Cause I want him to be better than me. And I want all y'all niggas to be better than me. And I ain't saying I'm a bad guy. I'm just saying I want y'all to be 10 times what I am. It is what it is. Because and that's why I go back to Floyd. That's why I go back to Floyd. And then I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut it out after this. But I didn't even realize it until I was sitting there thinking about what we were talking about earlier. Man, I want you to be better than me. That's what Floyd should be wanting from all of these fighters. Stop
Right.
shitting on niggas and help them to become better. If you do that, then that's where your specialness really shows. When you help others become better than what they could be or what they are at this current moment in time. That's where the specialness comes, and that's not what I'm saying from Floyd. So I'm gonna be critical of him. I digress. I apologize for being long winded.
Damn, Dub. Yo, bro, I appreciate everything you just said to me and everything you said to me. Yo, vice versa, and like my philosophy, like when it come on to that, is just a loss can have me when it earned me. Feel me? And that's it, and that's all. But like as far as for me, everything you said, damn, but I appreciate that for me. But it takes your number and everything
Hey man,
from me.
hey job man. Anytime you need, and I always tell you, I can't give you everything, but when you need some, my brother X, he'll testify to it. I rock with X. I'm gonna rock with you. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, man, I just want to support the young people, man, because it's it's a responsibility. I got a responsibility to do it, and if I have that opportunity, I gotta do it. And I love everything you're talking about. I love the way you speak. I love the mindset. Only thing I would say is, hey, make sure you bite down on that mouthpiece, and goddamn it, when you in the hurt game, nigga, respectfully, you in the hurt game. Bite down and hurt they motherfucking ass, nigga. Hurt them before they can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And anything I can do
Right.
for you, man, I got you. I swear to God, I got you. Hit me up, man, and I would love to chat up with you outside of YouTube.
Damn, I appreciate that. But I hit you up, bro. No cap.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
and
My bad,
that being
B.
said, man, it's your boy BBO Boxing, man, the capo boxing talk. You know, I always try to give you unfair. I try to give you fair, unbiased opinion, man. You know, I don't do none of that Wakanda stuff. Shout out to my man Dub Right Side who does that. And of course, I got my boxing.
Hold on.
Man.
Wait. You're not gonna disrespect me or
Hold on, hold
denigrate
on.
my
That's
name. Hold on.
that.
Wait a minute. You're not gonna do that.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
So
hold on, hold on.
hold
I'm
on.
not like you.
You just said I do the Wakanda shit. What I do Wakanda wise? Shout out to Wakanda, the most fictional place in that we've ever talked about. Shout out to the most fictional place. What do I do with wise?
It just sounds
Josh,
good.
hold on,
It
Josh,
just sounds good.
Josh. Did you hear him just say that? I'm not gonna do the Wakanda shit like Dub Brightside do. Did you hear him say that? I just want to make sure I didn't hear it wrong. I wanted to make sure I didn't hear it wrong.
Oh, BVO, man. Come on.
I don't hate the kid.
You don't.
I don't hate the kid, but I just like to put him in the hospital, though. I like to send that to the ambulance.
Hey, BVO. Hey, now watch this. Now I got to get on BVO helmet. And see, he gonna cut me off when I start to do it, but I'm gonna get on this helmet anyway. BVO, you supposed to bend, and I tell you, I'm old school.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the short shit. I don't know how to do the. You supposed to bend show me how to do that shit.
Man, all you gotta do is FaceTime, and I tell you how to do it, man.
Man, nigga, I talk to you all the time.
Don't
Do I
bring
not?
that up.
Here we go.
Next time I talk to you, we'll make sure we get that done for you, man. But in the meantime, do this, man.
You have to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
All right.
Hey, John, that's how you know when you're special. When they tell you to shut the fuck up, that's how you know you're special. That's how you know it. That's how you know it.
Rest in peace to Brother Greg, man. People don't understand the man that Brother Greg is the man.
Hey, let John ask his question. He got a quick question.
Go ahead, John. But we covering about the fight before June 1st, right?
Yeah.
All right, for me, but I'm gonna be there. For me, I'm gonna have like my camera on and everything too. For me, but I want to tap in.
Perfect. So
hey, we can turn the camera on anytime we need to.
Hey, that's your boy right there, man. That's your boy, man, the light-skinned lover himself, man. Your boy Dub. Hey, but like I said,
appreciate you, BVO. Great show, brother. Appreciate you.
I got my boxing analyst in the house, man. Ja, aka Mookie. He was late as usual, but he came through. So we gone. Peace.
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man's she added, like black man. He's the maker. He's the owner. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.